Ted Cheeseman, current British champion, who now watching Sporting Icons.
All right, everyone, hope you're all doing great. Now, speaking of great, I watched a pretty great fight. Not a fantastic fight, but a pretty good fight, as in it was much better than what I thought it was going to be, between Joe Cordina and Gavin Gwynne on the Lomachenko-Campbell undercard at the O2 Arena. Battle of the Welsh, both these guys undefeated. Gavin Gwynne 11-0, Joe Cordina 9-0, who is also the British and Commonwealth champion. Now, for whatever reason, it was only the British Lightweight Championship that was on the line. I don't quite know why the Commonwealth wasn't. Maybe you guys can tell me. Anyway, regardless of that, this fight was much better than what I thought it was going to be. I fully expected Joe Cordina to maybe get Gavin Gwynne out of there, maybe 6 or 7 rounds. That's what I thought. But listen, it doesn't really matter. The fact is, Joe Cordina, he's got the rounds that he needs, especially going forward. All these rounds and these kind of level fights are exactly what Joe Cordina and all fighters kind of like need to progress, which will put them in good stead for when they really have to step up. And Gavin Gwynne, nothing to be ashamed of. So let's give away the result right now. Joe Cordina, he wins his fight on points. I have no issue with Joe Cordina winning this fight on points. For me, he won it by about 2 or 3 rounds. The judges, mind you, had Joe Cordina winning it 5 and 6 rounds, which for me is a little bit wide. But at the same time, the referee, he did dock a point off Gavin Gwynne in the 9th round, I believe it was, 4 punches on the back of the head. No real issues with him being docked a point, but he didn't dock any points for Joe Cordina, who was doing it just as much, if not more, than Gavin Gwynne. Okay, so I don't quite know why he docked a point off Gavin Gwynne, but didn't Joe Cordina. Regardless, I don't think Cordina really needed that extra point anyway. Now, as far as the fight went, much closer than the judges had it, as I said. For me, I mean, you could probably argue that Joe Cordina won pretty much most of the first half of the round, so maybe 5 out of the first 6 rounds. And then I believe that Gavin Gwynne won pretty much all, definitely didn't win round number 12, but certainly 5, maybe 4 or 5 of the second half of the fight. So, as you can see, it's pretty close. But regardless of that, it doesn't really matter. The fact is, Joe Cordina, I agree with the decision. He did win that one. Excellent trainer, of course, in Tony Sims, who obviously runs the Matchroom gym as well, along with Ted Cheeseman and Ricky Burns, John Doherty, Connor Ben, and so on. So he's coming from good stock, if you like, where he's always got good sparring that around him. Now, this was the first time that Gavin Gwynne fought outside of Wales, which I didn't know until watching the fight. So again, he's kind of like stepped away from his home comforts, if you like, and has fought away from home. But listen, he did fight a fellow Welshman, but I'm pretty sure he knows quite well. And these guys, their fighting styles gelled, in my opinion. Joe Cordina and Gavin Gwynne both landing with some pretty decent body shots, coming upstairs to the headshots, good hooks, good uppercuts, all these kind of things. Both of them very good feet movement, and both of them can take a down punch. Certainly Gavin Gwynne can. When Gavin Gwynne, he probably got hit the hardest of the two, or with the most flush shots, and he could take it. You know, I think I only really saw him wince once when a body shot came through from Cordina. That's pretty much the only time I've seen Gavin Gwynne wince. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't hurt. I'm not saying Joe Cordina weren't hurt. Maybe these guys got a very good poker face. I don't know. But either way, I enjoyed the fight. So I'm just getting that result out there for you all. Joe Cordina, he retains his British title against Gavin Gwynne in an all-Welsh fight. Of course, he still is the Commonwealth champion as well as. Anyway, if you've seen the fight, drop your thoughts below about it. Click the thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.